Dungarees? Oh, overalls, yeah. What can I say? I'm amazing. Let's see what this cross apples. Thanks. I wouldn't say hot. It's a nice compliment, though. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying out these markers. Just doing the arts, I guess. I don't know, do all artists wear overalls? I feel like they do. Yeah, it's kind of like the uniform for artists. Gotta wear them overalls. There's so many pockets to hide stuff in. I got these pens, so I'm just gonna scribble. This? Yeah, it's the sword of the Ace of Swords. It's like a this arm is all about like looking towards the future, and that's what the Ace of Swords is like. The future is full of promise, and you can kind of charge toward it with your sword to like conquer, right? It's about hard work and stuff. This arm has the Death card, which I got sober like 2 years ago, and that one's about like kind of putting that life behind me, kind of burying it, like a transition time period. The Death card is an evil if you know what you're looking at. Meaning for a new life. You should do it. I got these markers. They're on sale on Amazon. So I'm just testing the colors, and then I was gonna put some stamps over the top of it in black just to see how the colors work together, and nothing too complicated. I have some stamps I carved somewhere over here. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by, bud. Are you making anything right now, Keggy? The fishing noob? Fishing noob. I assume that your channel is about fishing. I used to fish when I was young with my dad. Yeah, I don't. These are taking for like even longer than Posca pens to like get the paint come out. It's taking forever. Urgh, urgh. The only stamp I have right here is this guy. It's like a circle on circle, and then this where you like go, you know, to get it to be a flower. Oh, you can still make time. I don't think I really started art seriously until a couple of years ago. I was watching videos with my daughter. I was watching Mariah Elizabeth. I was like, wait a minute. I was kind of watching the way she did stuff and the way that... My mom's an artist. And I was remembering that, like, if you just put the time in and you just, like, are patient with yourself, then you can have fun doing it. You don't need to be, like, an expert. You're walking in to be like, I want to be a Picasso. Don't do that. Just walk in and have fun. The art I really like. I like multimedia. I think that's the most fun. I like to do block print. That's always fun too. I like color a lot, and I like the layers that you can build with color. So multimedia is my default. But I also do a lot of journaling. This whole channel is like about art journaling, junk journaling. I have some paintings that I do. I try to do like I like using odd materials to make paintings, like paint and then other stuff. So like kind of play with the 1D nature of paintings. But I would have to say by default it's multimedia, because there's no like style or anything. And when I go to museums, I like to look for the weirdest thing possible, or leave my mind open so the weirdest thing possible becomes sort of normal. But I like, and when it comes to like internet artists, there's a woman named Robin Eisenberg. She also does a cartoon about an alien hospital on Hulu. That's very funny. Amazon/Hulu. She does really amazing like body positive art. So I mean, a lot of the work that I do has like naked people in it, so it's not really appropriate for the internet. I mean, well, this part of the internet. The other part of the internet is fine with it, but PG internet does not like it. Well, doesn't seem to be able to post it, I guess. There's more the energy. I'm adding more pink and other colors I already have because I'm not really 100% jiving with the color palette of all these pens. I just want to kind of color every white space in before I lay down any stamps. Stamps. I like this color. I don't know what you laughed at. Please share with the class. Okay. All right, let's do some stamping. Go with this one, I think. This is a Posca mopper, or they often use these in like street art, these things. But they make really good like block print ink. This is just acrylic paint. It's easier to control than a paintbrush. And there's way less mess. And so like when you're sitting on your couch just chilling, when you're sitting on your couch just chilling, it looks like a patchwork quilt. Yeah, it does. It's kind of like, it's giving, I don't know, starting to like it though. This particular stamp I made for something like a series I was doing on YouTube, and I so bad at promoting. So like it wasn't ever meant to be anything other than just like a little tchotchke that I made, but now I really like it. You can see the stamp pattern. Kind of see. Look at, see that's the stamp by itself, and then this is like me alternating it. I don't know. I also have been trying lately bleach on t-shirts, and these are all stamps. Elmer the Patchwork Elephant. I have not read that book. Please do share with the class. What's it about? Obviously a patchwork elephant. I made the Tagore. Yep. A Tagore? I don't know what it is, but it sounds like a D&D character. Is it? Yes, I made the t-shirt. I did it yesterday. I just started trying out doing other stuff with my stamps. I don't know what to do with them. I have an Etsy, and I'm like, I don't really know what to sell. People don't really buy paintings per se. Maybe I'll make some t-shirts. Tagore the Destroyer. Yeah. It's really pretty here today. I can hear like the birds singing, and I don't know, on a day off like this, I love to hear the sound. I know. I love to hear the sound of people out doing yard work and talking. I'm up on the 9th floor, so it kind of like gets desaturated. I'm on the 9th floor, which is one of the taller buildings on this side of where I am, leading out to the bay. And so like it has like a filtered reverberation sound. Where do I sell the t-shirts? This is the first one I ever made. But if I sell it, it would be on Etsy. I don't I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not great at the internet, man. But I will. I have the Etsy channel is linked on my thingy. I just need to figure out like test patterns and stuff for what I actually want to put on the t-shirts. Okay, I'll make more. Like, you are the only one who wants them. Although this is the first time I've ever worn it on the screen. It does say Crazy Cat Lady right here. It's not becoming, but it is still accurate. You're gonna sell resin art on Etsy? What kind? That's all the rage right now, that resin art. The only experience I had with resin art is when my husband made a documentary about surfing, and there was a guy that he knew that would make his own surfboards, and that was the first time I ever gotten familiar with epoxy resin, not UV resin. And it was a kind of a fun experience because he would pour resin and then they would sand it and then he'd do another layer. Very cool. This is like the most repetitive action. It's probably really boring to watch, but I like it. It's hard for me to like be able to concentrate on any art on a live, so I tend to do this kind of repetitive stuff. Here's an update of where we are. They kind of look like records. You're gonna make resin tables. What does that mean? Like the kind where you fill in like a piece of driftwood or something, or oh, Jessica, you need to brush your hair better there. Ah, I got distracted. Look what happened on the bottom. I went the opposite way. My life is ruined. Just the most even thing. Have you done it before? I mean, do you do it now? I fixed it. Everyone can stop panicking right now. If there's anyone watching and they want to do some art, I invite you to do that. It's just going to be chill here until I don't feel like being on camera anymore. And then I'm going to watch some New Girl. I took all my streaming services off for the summer so I'd leave my house. It didn't work, but I saved some money. Oh, it's in line with the work that you do. That's awesome. I won't pry. But having a job that has where you either make tables or you work with resin sounds great. It's definitely gonna go. It's definitely gonna go bad now I've said that. Oh, that's you just holding you back. If you want to do it and it brings you joy, you know, it's all that matters. That suspicion stuff that we tell ourselves is just another way to kind of self-sabotage. Don't listen to it. So at least that's what my therapist tells me. I have pretty bad OCD, and it's all based on luck and what's unlucky and what might kill me and what might kill my loved ones, and like, am I gonna die? This is gonna make me die. Like, there's a lot of like thoughts that you have that are like the things that you're doing, the rituals that you've made are so that you can like try to solve a problem that isn't there or something. So my therapist always tells me that I'm just kind of trying to ruin my own day or hurt myself twice. This looks pretty cool. I feel like I should brag about it. For a second there, I thought you said we were gonna go to bed, and I'm like, it's nap time somewhere. We're gonna dry this off. I like doing this sometimes. Is that gonna ruin it? No, it's gonna look better. I love it. It looks like a t-shirt pattern, or like maybe even a quilt. I don't know. I like that. I made this stamp by myself. I carved that with my own hands, and did this. Gosh, I'm proud of myself. Yay me! Probably could do something else with this, because you know, as part of an art journal you can like build up layers and do stuff, but I'm jiving with this. This would make a good fabric. The way the imperfections come together to make it visually interesting. I'm gonna do that. Maybe I'll do another one. I have this that I started. I don't know about stamps for this one. Maybe I'll try this side. Try to do the flower part. I always confuse myself when doing this like thing, because that's the center, right? And then you have to go like this. But I'll be damned if I know how to do that without completely like messing it up. I'm gonna go like that. Always got to use both sides of the stamp because rubber is expansive. You go like that, okay. Okay. That's how you do it. Yes. Yes, you're doing well, Jessica. Oh, thank you, Jessica. Oh, that's a pretty stamp. Wait. Yeah. Did I do it wrong? No. Look at that one. I know. So happy with it. This is one I made to go on postcards, but I have never made them. Oops. And then wipe off the stamp, the excess ink, and give everything more texture too. Oh, some gold. Let's see how this looks. This was disappearing into this is from Crink. And it doesn't want to show its color. Like, it'll be on the page and then it'll dissipate and like it's completely gone. It just like melts into the background. You can't really tell. It's a little bit shiny where you put the pen. It's a real bummer, man. See, I've like globbed it on. Let's let it run. Like globbed it on and it's gonna disappear. I got right there. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll come back to it. I have another small journal here I wanted to work in. crisscross applesauce. Get real comfy. I don't know. I started this one. I don't know what to do with it because I don't like this portion. I'm gonna cover it up. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cover it up. That's it. With what though? All right. I know. With this blue Liquitex thing, it's kind of clear, so it'll be nice and purple. I mean, it's translucent, not clear. Dirt, dirt, just dirt. All right, here we go. We love to see it. Yeah, I love to do this. Like close it when it's still wet and like kind of give it like a give it a reason to dry quicker, I guess. And this one is a really gloopy UV activated blue. Let's just kind of try to give some action here. And what do we got here? We've made a fine mess. We've made a fine mess. I don't know why I'm doing that accent, but here we are. I'm doing an accent. Alright. I love blue and pink. It's like my favorite combination. Hot pink and hot blue. All right, let's see what we got here. Get these out my way, babe. Doing stuff pillow. Maybe you should dry a little bit. Maybe you should dry a little bit. Nope. I'm impatient. My dry tool is in my room. It's in my art room. I can't do art in there today because it's dirty. What am I gonna do? Clean it? No, I'm not gonna clean my office. That's insane. It's my day off. I'm gonna dirty up my living room instead. This is all feels. I don't know. I'm hooked on a feeling. And I'm gonna go like this and see how it looks. Okay, well that's fun. I like that. Alrighty. What are we gonna do with her? What are we gonna do with her? I don't know what I'm gonna do with her. I'm gonna let her dry. I'm gonna let her settle down, and then I will come back to her. This one should be dry now. Oh no, the gold didn't. The gold stayed. Oh, well. Let's get some text messages. Pardon me, mademoiselle. I sent a text message before I went on live and asked my husband, like, because I usually wear my hair on the side, and I asked my husband, I was like, why didn't you tell me I have gray hairs all on this part of my head? And he said, which is the right thing to say, I don't see gray hairs, I only see my bootyful wife. Anytime to talk about my booty. Anytime is a good time, I guess. What are we gonna do here? Who are we gonna visit first? You know, I really love the ink sprays and stuff, like the watercolor inks and the pen inks, and acrylic inks, and all that stuff. Well, alcoholic inks. But the feeling of the page after I spray it is so gritty and gross. The end. Yeah, like I did this whole thing and I was like, I am so itchy right now. I have gloss medium, but I'm also tray lazy. Oh, here's one that I never finished. So we got some stamps on the bottom. That's a flower stamp I made. And then we have some black lines. What are we going to do? I don't know. And then it's on paper, and then I did some spray inks. I don't know. I think I'm just going to take some, whatever this refilled Posca is. See what we got here. Oh, that's great. Just going to do some wonky little pinky, little florally things. If I hate them, I'll cover them up. You know, if you don't like it, I have to keep it. Let's take the Bob Ross philosophy on things, right? I don't know what that means. Happy little trees? I don't know. I think his whole message was just like, have fun. Have fun what you're doing. Figure it out as you go. That dude was way more chill than I'm capable of being, though. I am neurotic New Yorker to a T. Not to brag, but I am classically insane and mappily insane. If you survive this, if you've been watching this live from the beginning, God bless America. It's probably all kinds of different people coming in and out, but still. I just started to wake up, so my caffeine just kicked in, so I'm ready to go. Nowhere, but be on my couch for the rest of the day because it's my day off. Day off. Okay, this pink is weird on this color pink. I do not love it. I'm going to try something else. Let's go with this blue. Let's see how things are going to happen with you today. Behave. Meow, 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 meow. Not bad. Meow, 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 meow. If your pen doesn't make noise, what have you been doing with your time? Meow, 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 meow. Let's meow, 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 meow. That's the inside of my brain the entire time I'm drawing. Ba-doo, 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 ba-doo. If you just joined, this is not how it is all the time. Psych. I live by a little daycare. Actually, the daycare my daughter used to go to. And I just moved here not too long ago, so I'm getting used to the sounds of the neighborhood on this part of the neighborhood. And I can hear the little kids outside playing, and I can tell what age they are based on the volume of the play. Like the older they get, the louder they are, and the younger they are, the less loud it is. Story's complete. I think like making art and like having the idle thoughts, that's the way to go. I do not like this. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna see where we go with it. Because I can cover this up anytime, and my hands like are doing that relaxation thing. So let's just kind of go with it, Jess. Okay, Jess, let's do it. Does anybody out there want to be my friend? Go ahead and you can say stuff. I want to be someone's friend too. I have no friends. My 8-year-old is my best friend. My husband is my second best friend, maybe. We'll see. I'm gonna be here for a while because because I want to be. I do what I want to be. I'm gonna go back to that smaller journal in a minute. It's still kind of drying, which is hard to tell because these like markers that you get from it's by Crink. These are meant to be on like walls and stuff. It's like street art. I talk about them way too much, but they're all very gloss, so like you can't tell 100% when they're dry. So I just let them dry for a little bit longer. I'm still gonna watch it because I am very impatient. There's something about this whoosh design that I'm really loving right now. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. She crazy. She's nuts. She's very relaxed right now. Very relaxed. I should just share this with... Let's see about the weirdos on Twitter. I just want to say again that I don't know how to use the internet. The fact that I have any followers at all anywhere is a miracle. Yeah, so tomorrow's my birthday. I'm gonna be 21 for the 24th year in a row. That joke still hits, man. Still love it. It probably doesn't still hit, but oh well. Where'd the other pen go that I was using? Over here. You can refill Poscas, it's just that you can't get the exact color. So this one is supposed to be like a neon pink, but I'm not 100% sure that it is the right shade. I mean, it looks fine, but it's also like more watery than traditional Posca paint. It's not because I added water. I actually used airbrush medium to refill these, but on this, it doesn't seem to have worked. Okay, let's introduce some yellow into the mix. Should I do it here? Oh yeah, let's do yellow dots on the black. Oh yeah, I love that. Oh yeah. I'm not from the Midwest. I grew up in New York. Upstate New York though. The top of by Canada. Most nearer to Canada than Brooklyn. I identify with Canadians, but I don't get their benefits. You know? Yay! Hi, Mark. Yeah, I'm just doing some art. I took 2 days off for my birthday. I'm just journaling and just chilling, listening to the music of my neighborhood. So little kids playing and people doing their yard work, etc. Very chill. This one is, I started with some book pages and some ink, and then I did some stamps. These are stamps that I made over them. And now I'm just doodling. I'm just doodling until I figure out what this whole thing is about. Who are you? What are you doing here? Tell me. I certainly don't know. Sometimes it never tells me, which is unfortunate. don't know. This has some. This reminds me of something. Maybe it's Yeah, let me pull this back so you can see a little bit more of it. Maybe it's the paper underneath, but it's giving like crazy newsprint. Like, I can't articulate what I mean, so I'm just gonna stop talking. I like the live form better than that is the best birthday present to give yourself. Doodles can be magical. I doodle in words and in music. I have so many fragments of things. I totally get it. I doodle in words and music? I love that. How do you doodle in music? You just go. Well, I suppose that would be right? Well, you tell me. I am experiencing deja vu with this painting, this journal entry. Why am I experiencing deja vu? What is happening? Who are you painting? Who are you, journal entry? Whatever the hell you are. Tell me more about you. Yeah, it's so healing to kind of have a day where you let things happen and, you know, you don't make things happen. You just do things and then stuff happens. Okay, is this dry? No, this ain't dry. Maybe it is. No, still sticky. I will uncover your secrets at some point. Let's try some. This wants to be blue, I think. We're gonna make you blue, buddy. The blue I want is over there. Yeah, I don't need that blue. If this doesn't look great, then I'll cover it with something else. I don't want to move. I do not want to move. Yeah, I write too, but like lately I've just been into the painting. Something happened where my brain, you know, in its reset, mental health reset from being sober, and then just going through that OTP program, and then like all the things that happened over the last couple of years, my brain just decided that visual stuff makes more sense for me, and it should have always been visual stuff. Maybe not always. I did need poetry when I was younger. It's definitely something that has never really left me. I like this. I want it to be bluer. I don't know what I don't know. I think, you know, the part of drawing that I like is or making art is like finding places to be repetitious. I think that's like, you know, that's the part where you heal. So you find like you build a process and you just kind of like go into this like state that's similar to being on social media, but like it doesn't like hurt your brain so much. The only reason I'm really doing a live is not because I really want like, yeah, art can do that. Yeah. But, you know, art is more susceptible to, but I could do that. Anyone can do it. And I can do it just like a famous person can do it. I'm not saying that they can. I'm just saying like it's more prone to being devalued in that gaze. Yes, you can do it, and you should attempt it if you have this. You should attempt it regardless. You should access it, but there's also a difference between that and then saying because anyone can do it, it's less valuable. I think they do it. They do that with writing too. Oh, but anyone can write a book. But they don't, bro. If you could, you would have. I don't know where that tangent came from. But you're welcome, I guess? I don't know. Oh, sorry. The reason I do lives is so I'm not staring at my phone and I'm actually doing something with my hands when I'm still interacting with people. That's what I struggle with Twitter now. Like, I don't want to spend all that time, like, in my phone. Nothing good happens when you do that. Yeah. Doom scrolling. But there's like, you know, there's places for it. You know, disassociation helps people. I think it's doing more harm than good though, because we're doing it unintentionally, which is why the name is doom scrolling, obviously. You know, I think there's a lot of questions about, you know, how, what is social media making mental health worse? I think it makes my mental health worse. I think it, you know, challenges my brains in a way it didn't need to be challenged. I think we invented the digital world so quickly that we didn't realize how detrimental it would be, both from a socio-political way, but also from like just your brain stuff. Oh, hi. Thank you. The nice painting. Thank you so much. Shania? Right. I think that's right. Yeah, I started this on, I'm gonna show you because you're new here. I started this on, there's some book pages underneath there, like an old book. And then I have some stamps that I stamped. And then I just started to doodle all that to try to make it something. Thanks. We haven't figured out who she is yet. We haven't figured out her energy. I mean, we're getting a little bit of her energy, but we haven't figured out her journey yet. I guess that's what we're doing now. All paintings are women until they grow a penis and then they're a man. Much like men in the womb. Sorry, that was actually hugely insensitive. I was trying to be funny, but what I really meant was, I call all my paintings she. I give them a gender, and having a penis has nothing to do with it. Oh, Jessica, always putting her foot in her mouth. Ugh. This thing is running out, even though it's full as heck. What's that little emoji thing? I don't know. Let's try this one. This big mega Sharpie, Magnum Sharpie. Let's see. Do someone the square shape that this has. I don't know where to go with this. Oh. I'm gonna set this one aside, let her rest, get her energy, figure out where she's going. Maybe she's there, I don't know. Is this still wet? I had another stem over here. We're working on this one now. I had something I didn't like over it, so I tried to cover it with this blue UV activated painty stuff. Let's see what we got over here. About all my stamps. I have so many stamps that I've made. I don't know where they are. That's a paintbrush. Huh. Oh, there's one right here. Hello. Oh, and this is this one. It's this one. Let's see here. Shall we try pink? No, we're gonna do black. Oh. I think it's going okay. Problem with art journals is like you're building up texture, right? So like it's gonna have different smoothness on the page. So like when you're putting stamps over it, you can get unfinished, halfway done, like ink. So it takes a couple tries. You kinda gotta accept it and move on, you know? Yeah. I'm gonna wipe off the excess ink. Gonna use this side now. Build up texture on the top. See what we got here. There's like this circle that you can make with these, and it looks pretty cute, but I like this stamp more for texture. I did make it, so, and I also don't understand how circles work sometimes, so I always mess it up. So these have all turned into like these little texture-y kind of like stamps. I made it, but I also don't know how to use it. It's basically what I just told you. Oh, Jessica. So yeah, there's like these little grooves, and then you put them on here. And there's little grooves on the top, and it kind of makes it look like it all belongs together. You know, even though they all started independently. Oh. Oh, thank you. I have had them for a while. I actually need new glasses. I went to the doctor and they said that I can't see that well. And I was like, huh, I kind of already knew that. That's why I'm here. Oh, what are we going to do here? All right, so there's a lot of black on this one, which means I can take out my white pen and, I don't know, do something. See all this stamp stuff I just did with this little guy. Where's it gonna go? What's it gonna do? Oh, and there we go. Oh, you do? What kind of stuff do you paint? What's your, yeah, can be your style or like what mediums you like to use when you paint. Watercolor, acrylic, oil? Acrylic. All right, I'm gonna go into these little tiny holes. I'm gonna go into the hole and I'm gonna put like little blue dots in between each one of these. I start over on the right because I'm left-handed. I think we're alone now. I think we're alone now. There's like always this like wave of people coming in and then they leave, which I'm fine with. But it makes me think the algorithm is just like pushing out a bunch of doom scroll stuff to people, and I just want to be like, hi, doom scroll. Good to see you. It's Jess. I'm doing some art, relaxing. You can stay if you want. You can go if you want. No pressure. If you're just joining from the void, hello! We're doing some art here. and it's going to be quiet, and it's going to be delightful, and no one's going to yell at anybody or try to troll me. No one's going to try to troll me. Don't do it. I'm smarter than you. Don't take that as a challenge. I'm not easily trolled. I have a pretty decent following on Twitter, so try me. Which is not a brag now. It sounded like a brag, but as a survivor on Twitter, you have to like know how to deal with trolls. I gotta stop saying the word troll, or it's gonna be nothing but trolls in this chat. Ooh. I feel like this is really shaping up to be something. Like there's this, it's kind of like sectioning itself off and like making this space for like different stuff. I need to take a step back from this in a minute and just kind of be like, what's your deal? What is your deal? Tiny details, that's what I'm all about, which is super fun to watch on live, I guess. No. Ugh. It's almost lunchtime. What am I gonna make for lunch? Grilled cheese, banana sandwich. I don't even have bananas. I don't even know why that came out of my mouth. Remember the trolls that had hair that you put at the end of pencils? They were cute. All trolls should have been like that. But they unfortunately are not. They're not adorable little trolls. But I do like those. My favorite part is if you've seen the Troll movie, which I've seen it many times because I have an 8-year-old. There's like one part where like they come into reality and they all the cartoon trolls pop up and they're just like those plastic trolls. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I had so many of those trolls, and then my grandma, when she was like at bingo, she would have all these little trolls lined up. I don't know if you're like a bingo person, but like that's like something they would do is like along the edge of their cards, just as like the table starts and then the cards are here. They would have all of their little tchotchkes, and then they'd have all of the, on either side, all of their daubers. I don't know. And then, you know, a whole carton of cigarettes would get smoked during that time period. Bingo ladies, you gotta love them. You gotta love them. I forgot my bingo bag. Oh my God, I forgot my bingo bag. I don't have any daubas. I don't want to buy any from the guy. They're so expensive. I'm just gonna use this marker. Oh, I can't use this marker. Can I borrow your dauber? Can I borrow your dauber, honey? No, this is my last one. It's my favorite color. I don't know where all this came from. My grandma ran a bingo for a charity for a long time too. All of her friends went to bingo. Everybody went to bingo. I liked bingo. It smelled like stale coffee and like old people. Very comforting smell. Oh my gosh. Oh, scusi. My jaw when I just sneezed there. Oh my God. Oh. I should have more coffee. Maybe a Thai iced tea. Thank you, Gesundheit. If I live long enough to be an elderly widower, I'm totally going to be playing bingo. You should, because that's all where all the hot old ladies are. Not kidding. My grandma was a lookup. Her best friend named Maida. I've never known anybody else with that name would wear white eyeshadow, and she was like very bright and colorful, like a bird, in the same way my grandmother was. And I got to tell you, go to bingo. Go to the church bingo. You're going to love it. They're all gamblers, so you know they're lively. Don't touch the trolls, though. Don't touch the trolls. Hands off the trolls, mister. I feel like my grandma didn't really like, and I feel like this is me too. My grandmother didn't like really come into herself until she was in her 40s. Like she hadn't figured anything out. And I get that, man. I get it. I feel like if I know what I know now, I'm in my 20s, I probably would have stopped wasting my own time on people, on projects, on thoughts and ideas about who I was and who I wanted to be. Like, I had unattainable expectations, and then when I got to some of the expectations that I had for myself, I was like, why did I even do this? I'm very unhappy. I'm blowing through a lot of topics. Sorry. This is who I am now. Complete psychopath. Yeah, that's a good saying. But I also think, like, I feel like, I don't know how to say this. I'm cool with not being young. Because I felt too good to live. Like I would do too many stupid things with my body. That I feel like because my body has limitations now, I would never do. I can't explain that because it's not intuitive. Like I don't feel trapped by my body, but I feel respectful of it in a way that I didn't when I was younger. I guess that's also wisdom, but I also think if I had this kind of like body when I was younger, I still would have been, no, I wouldn't, I'd probably be taking care of myself a little bit better. I said a lot of words, hopefully they made sense. Okay, so this one, I still don't know where it's going yet. I think I want to put some words here, but I'm going to go back to this one to see if she's dry yet. We're going to do some white pen work, which is like my favorite part of doing junk journals. You just like kind of draw and mindlessly draw. Maybe I'll do some flowers. Not sticky anymore. I'm going to do some little flowers. Oh, good. At least someone understands me, Mark. Good Lord. I also think, like, you know, as we age, you know, hindsight is 20/20, but like as you age, you like things, the pathways to stuff that you actually want to do. Like when I was younger, I saw pathways to places that I could go, but didn't realize I didn't want to go until I got there, right? But now I see pathways for where I want to go, not just every pathway, right? Like now I know how to identify what the end goal is. If there is an end goal, you know, is there no end goal? Am I going to value the journey of this? Understanding that the journey is really important to, like, especially with art and stuff. I've always wanted to start an Etsy because I don't want to work for the man anymore and want to work for myself. I've always wanted to own my own business, but I never visualized that. And I've always like intuitively known that if I don't like what I'm doing, either on YouTube, which is because I always wanted to have a YouTube. I had one when I was younger for something I didn't 100% enjoy. But this is stuff I like. So if it doesn't take off and it isn't successful, what is success? I still like getting on and doing lives. I still like painting and doing art. I still like making videos and editing and learning new digital skills. So the it becomes less about the goal and more about, if that happened it would be nice, but I really enjoy what I'm doing now, kind of thing. Oh, hey Joe. How's it going, Joe? Oh, good to see your face. I mean, your avatar. Look what I did. So I took, on the bottom of this was a painting I didn't like. So then I added some blue to cover up this portion I didn't like. And these are stamps. This is also a stamp. And then this is just some black paint. And now I'm going to do flowers over this. Right? Who else is happy about that? I know I am. Husband, why are you texting me? Let's find out. I do not know how to internet. I'm very bad at this. Play updates about this dog that we're trying to adopt. And while I'm enjoying it, bro, I'm busy. Don't know how you use pens, apparently. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna do some flowers. I have to get really close to my body, so it's not something you'll be able to see. But maybe we can show the results, and you can ask me questions. Or not. Do what you like. There's like, I think the age group of kids in the daycare next door, because again, I can hear the kids next door, and I know their age. They're in like, there's a little playground, and they let them out in certain age groups, and I'm thinking this one is at least 3, because there's a lot of articulated yelling. It's not just like general screaming. It's like, I heard someone's name, like a little boy yell a kid's name, so. There's some intelligence, like 3, 4, something like that. Because I don't think they go to 5. I think after that it's like, you're gone. You're in preschool now. Okay, almost done. I always like it when people show the actual time it takes to draw something, because those like time-lapsed drawings are like so unrealistic. Like, it really distorts your concept of time and like how much work something is. I also like it when they tell you like how long it takes, even though they've still done the speedy up thingy, the time lapse. Because I know it probably took forever. Whatever you're showing is probably taken forever. Let's see. Pink and blue are the best colors. Hands down. Add a little bit of yellow to it. It's basic, but I love it. Because they mix perfectly, right? They're 3 base colors, but I really like the way they kind of, you can use them for just anything, and they'll mix well, and they play nice together. There's no mud. They're they're just like idiot proof. And trust me, I need stuff that's idiot proof. Not to brag. You can also hear the boats from my window, so I'm hearing like dope boat sounds. I can't explain. Like, they're making the ha noise, but they're also like making other noises, like clang, 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 clang. You know, I missed my calling as a sound effects person. I really did. I missed my calling. I don't like the way these flowers are turning out, but they're not terrible. This one needs another. This one needs another petal. Meow, 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 meow. It just needs more petals. Oh white, oh white. I see you. I see you. It's the lunch hour. I should probably make myself something to eat. I don't like cooking. Someone come to my house and make me some food. All two of you, come to my house and make me some food because I don't want to make any food. I also don't necessarily want to eat on live. But I also don't want to cook. It's like a real tough. What are you doing? Okay. Yeah. You ever like really in the middle of something and you forgot what you're doing? That happens to me all the time. Every day. I'm almost done with the flowers. It's one of my favorite things to do over a random pattern is just some like flowers. Or like a repetitive pattern like my stamps or something. There's something so relaxing about that. Relaxing? Yeah, I mean, repetition is... You got pizza last night because I wanted food and didn't want to have to cook. Dope. Does that mean you're having pizza for lunch? Don't tell me about... Well, it's Texas pizza, right? So, like, it's not going to be the same thing as me eating pizza. You know, because I'm in New York. Yeah, I like pizza. What kind of pizza did you get? What are the toppings? Tell me about the toppings. Let's get to the real question. What do you put on your pizza? Is it just cheese? But if you were to get something on your pizza, what would it be like if you were in the mood? In the mood for toppings. Pepperoni. Oh, you know what I really like? I love pepperoni. It does give me the agita though. But I do like pepperoni. But you know what? I like caramelized onions with it. Not raw onions that have been barely cooked. I mean like caramelized onion with it. Because it is just delicious. And, but, you know, unfortunately, it does give me heartburn. So now I get mushrooms and onions. Because it's better for this whole esophagus situation. I used to love getting a like meat lovers pizza, whatever version of that is, with like the little tiny, you remember the little tiny sausage meatballs? I love those. There was a place when I lived in Pittsburgh, there was a place that served Philly cheesesteak pizza, and You don't like the texture of mushrooms? Oh, you think you know a person. They have like, but yeah, Philly cheesesteak pizza is delicious because they caramelize the onions. And they used to have one that was just ziti pizza. It was just pasta on pizza. Macaroni and cheese pizza, another personal favorite. Does it make me want to die because it's too much carbs? Yes, but like it's a good death. You know what I mean? Like it's a yummy goodbye to everybody. I don't put enough petals on these flowers, and they're letting me know it today. They're like, wow, you're being lazy. We need more petals to be pretty. What are you doing, you crazy person? I hear you, little flower. Stop yelling at me with your face. Yeah, this one looks so weird because I added the... maybe I'll put a leaf. Something needs to change here. Not Canadian. What? Just like bacon pizza? I love baked potato pizza. It's got the bacon, it's got some potato on it, and they usually serve it with either ranch dressing or sour cream or some combination of both. Anything where there's like a bread and like a ridiculous amount of silly toppings, I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna try it. But I also like, I can't. That's what I kind of like about single slice places, where you can try different things. Because I don't want to get a whole pizza of that, but I do want to have like a little. I want to have a little tasty taste. So whenever I order, I never can decide. So we get like a big cheese for the rest of my family, and then I get two little wild card pizzas, slices. Is it just like whole pieces, or do they chop it up? I have so many questions about this bacon. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. So this is where we are. It's kind of weird. I'm not really ready for... I don't know where to go next. So when I was a wee lad, my baked potato, I flattened it out with butter, then ranch dressing. Because it's delicious. Chopped up bacon pieces, yeah. Because it's delicious. The day I found out about, speaking of little pieces of bacon, the day I found out about what the bacon shake stuff, game changer. Not because it was particularly delicious, but it added something to like an iceberg lettuce that my mom would serve. Iceberg lettuce salad. But it's also good like your bacon bits? Bacon bits. Shaken bacon is what I just called. It's not as good as regular bacon, but it's a good substitute for when you're made to eat a salad. You must eat the salad. Okay, well I'm going to put bacon and ranch dressing on it. You can't stop me. Okay, so here we are. I didn't like this section of it, so I covered it in a little black circle. It did add something. A little something, you know? Little flavor. I was in a butcher shop in Park Slope, which is a bougie area of Brooklyn. rich people, you know what I mean? I went over there and I went to the butcher, and the woman was like, I don't know how to get my kid to eat ground turkey. Is there something else that would be more interesting to him? And he was like, yeah, beef. Kids like flavor. I got ground beef here. Every time. Every time I laugh when I think about it. Kids like flavor. I'm almost done with this section. Then maybe I'll get some lunch. I might order lunch. Not gonna lie. It might be baked potato pizza. Being on live this long is really funny because people that I know and like come in and out, and that's great. Like a virtual cocktail party, but like I'm essentially talking to myself in a room by myself. Um, I don't know. I'm looking at pizza, but you know, I kind of want caffeine. I can get soda. I can get a diet soda. I'm maybe like, I don't know. I kind of do want to get pizza now, but my husband did make focaccia for my birthday last night. It was my birthday dinner last night. We're gonna try it over because he messed up my cake. Um, but yeah, it doesn't have sauce and it doesn't have cheese on it. There's a buy two get a free soda place just down the corner. I might just head down there. Maybe not. I don't like outside. That's where people are. I don't like to go out there. I also haven't had Chinese for a while, and I really want some dumplings. Like, we always get sushi because it's healthier, and my daughter likes sushi more. We never get like crappy Chinese food. Yeah, and this is South Brooklyn pizza too, so it's like a different kind. Like, you go to New York and you think of the big slices, and they're like the 99 cents place, or they're like you fold it and you eat it. But different areas of New York have different kinds of pizza. So South Brooklyn pizza, if you look up, it's like square pizza. Like all everywhere has the big pizza and the big piece of like it's all good. Don't get me wrong. And this is a traditionally Italian neighborhood, so there's a lot of like, you know, there's like a Geno's over here, a Geno's over there. You have to tell them what Geno you're gonna go to because it's like, you know. But anyway, so where was I going? But the pizza here is called Grandma's Pizza, and it's a square pie with cheese and then the tomato sauce on top, and it's very squishy. It gives Chicago pizza, but it's not quite that thick, so it's like it's like a square pie. They call it a square pie, and that's like the South Brooklyn version of it. It's like Coney Island kind of like area, like Benson Hoist, where the mob is from, and everything. Um, but you have different areas that have different kinds of pizza. I like that kind of. It's just very, very homey and warm to me. Like it's a good winter pizza. Um, but then you have like all these places now that are doing. They're doing like Neapolitan style. I'm not 100% sure if that's how you say the word, but it's all like wood fire and like, and that has its place. But there's nothing like a greasy piece of pizza at 2 a.m. for $1. For $1 on your way to the train before they stop running to your line. Because you know some lines stop running at night. I gotta make baked potato pizza soon, but I have to watch the carbs. That would be so good. Enjoy your lunch, Jess. Whatever you decide. Thanks, Mark. Good to see you here. I'm almost done with this, and then I will decide on what I'm gonna do next because I have no idea. I never know. Okay, let's see what we got. Yeah, it was not great. It's fine, like, it's fine. There's another place that is like a, because the wood fired pizza has a unique flavor, and if you are like, you know, the smoked mozzarella has a good flavor and all that stuff, but it's not the same, you know. There's a place here that does coal oven pizza, not like it's not the fire oven, and it's really good. Um, I don't know why it makes a difference that it's a coal oven. Maybe the amount of pollution is causational to the amount of taste. I'm not sure, but I think they use like charcoal. Um, so I don't know, but it is pretty good. Has like a really interesting like kind of barbecue flavor, but not barbecue. Like it's not, you know what I mean? It's not quite that. You need grant money to continue your pizza research. Me too. All right, so I think I'm done. I'm going to show you what I finished. I did this one. I just finished this one with the flowers. I got two other ones. Something like that. And then I think this one's finished. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. When I did this one right in the beginning that I'm super proud of, and I'm going to go back to look at and think about. Where did it go? Oh, right here. So bright and pretty. Looks like a banky. Alrighty, I'm going to sign off. Thanks for stopping by, Joe. I'll see you later.